want to switch gears now and talk about our transition program. 2.5 years ago, we applied for and won a grant, a 2-year grant from the Nielsen Foundation to see if we could help people get out of nursing homes. Through our peer mentoring, we noticed that there were a lot of people that were discharged to nursing homes, especially young people, 25-year-old, 28-year-old guys in a nursing home because there was no other place to go at the time. And we thought, you know what? Maybe we could figure out a way to get them out. And if so, maybe we could develop a process to get that done. So we have learned it is not easy, and it's a very complicated process with a lot of moving parts, but we've had some success. Stacy Selfridge, a career OT who has experience in this arena, joined us, and she was off and running. So let me introduce Stacy, who will give you more background on the project and have you meet Rory Elliff, one of Stacy's success story. Please welcome Stacy and Rory. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Stacy, and I am the Community Liaison Transitional Person. That's my position, and I'm an occupational therapist. And I'd like to say thank you to the SCI community for allowing me to have this position. It encompasses everything that I've ever wanted to do as a clinician and as a person. I've met 28 wonderful people. We were able to get 8 people out of the skilled nursing facility or bypass the skilled nursing facility. There's no place to live, and it's not a quality of life. I want to introduce Rory. Rory is a 34-year-old male that has a T4 to T5 complete spinal cord injury. Rory was 18 years old when he was injured. He was on his way to college with a full sports scholarship when he was injured in an accident, a motor vehicle accident. After his injury, Roy lived with his parents for a while. He remained active in the community, helping others prepare for their GED, participating in adaptive sports, taking college classes. Unfortunately, Roy injured himself again with a self-transfer, breaking his leg, developing a wound, resulting in a flap surgery. He ended up in a skilled nursing facility for 5 years. After his injury, he had limited resources to come out of the skilled nursing facility. I say SNF, so I'm sorry, I speak in acronyms, Doug. I'm really sorry. I don't mean to. I can't help myself. That's where he resided. We met Roy in 2022. It was January. He was my first. He came to the transitions program with the desire to live in the community. He did not have any affiliations in the community. He no longer was engaged with MRC, which is the Mass Rehabilitation Commission, and did not have any options to go home. He was on several housing lists. He worked diligently to find a community or supports with adequate housing, and he had limited resources, as I stated. With the transition program, Roy completed we completed 13 applications for community housing. He worked diligently with Arlington Housing state reps to no avail. However, with the support of Peabody Properties filling out yet another lottery, his number came up. He was chosen, he secured an apartment, and now he's living in the Lighthouse in Salem, Mass.
Not an actual lighthouse.
No, it's not.
But it's called the lighthouse. So some old guy up there just...
The obstacles Rory has faced have been numerous. From being on the housing wait list for greater than 5 years, trying to receive vouchers for accessible housing, to filling out so many applications so many denials that were so crushing. However, he never lost hope. The struggles since moving out of the skilled nursing facility have been quite numerous, things that I didn't anticipate. He had to locate his own VNA, which is a Visiting Nurse Association, Doug, sorry, to provide care for his wounds. He had the challenge of moving out, starting a new home, not having any furniture, any supplies. He had to locate help in the community, finding a new community, finding friends in this community. We had some issues in the new apartment with mechanical issues as far as the elevator not being in service for him. But he overcame these obstacles. He does so with he's so genuine, and his ability and want to give back to the community is quite humbling for me as a therapist and as a person. Rory, thank you for allowing me to be in your life. Thanks for going through this process with me. We learned so much together. We're so hopeful to help others that are still in the SNFs or the skilled nursing facilities. And we thank you for the opportunity.
Right back at you.
SCIboston.
Yeah. Thank you. I have a bad memory, so I'm going to be reading from a phone. So, let's start from the beginning. I was lost and needed help bad, so I Googled nonprofits that help disabled people. I found SCIboston, and I called them. Just so happened to who picks up? Dave Estrada. Please. We had a prior relationship from my initial days of my accident. And he said he has been looking for me for years. They just so happened to get grant money to help people like me not fall victim to being institutionalized in a nursing home. That's what it was, a nursing home, by the way. Not a skilled nursing home or a rehab, whatever you want to call it. I was the first case they took on. I was living in an assisted nursing home and had no way to socialize, have visitors. Getting deliveries was hard. Couldn't manage my own diet completely because of horrible food, but had been approved to live independently for some time. But there was too much I didn't understand to make it from the sickly environment I was stuck in just to a small apartment that was handicap accessible and gave me back my quality of life. And when I did get that, no longer isolated, could hang out with friends and family again, more easily keep track of dietary and medical needs, while the program helped worry about the details needed to make the move, while keeping my health intact. When I was out, I got furniture from charitable organizations. My saving grace, Stacy. Spoke to the management company at the apartment when repairs happened or were needed in the building, and I got trapped again by a broken elevator. Stacy never took no or I don't know as an answer. She was a pit bull. A very beautiful pit bull. Yeah. You know, the tenacity of a pit bull. So how I found the program and what state I was in, it didn't have a good future outlook. So why I needed the program in that way was, profound. Discovering this program was a turning point for me. Battling with my disability, the dream of living independently seemed far-fetched, especially when doing things as simple as daily tasks it takes a handicapped person to accomplish. Felt like climbing a mountain. This program was a beacon of hope. It didn't just throw me generic advice my way, like every other place I had talked to. It crafted a detailed plan tailored to my unique challenges. They helped navigate the maze of resources needed for the ability to get out before I became institutionalized. They introduced me to a community that looked beyond my disability. With their support, I've transitioned from feeling completely alone to embracing every bit of my new life, my new life. Tackling becoming institutionalized, even picking up a great workout routine to get out of my own head, a little escape from the hell I was living in. It's been a transformative journey from being defined by my disability to defining my own path of independence, all thanks to the invaluable guidance of this program run by SCIboston. Hearing my story, I hope you feel inspired to see how profoundly this journey towards independence truly works and how blessed I have been with the guidance from our dedicated team and program. Your support through volunteering, spreading the word, any way possible, isn't just helpful, it's transformative. Let's keep the momentum going and make tangible differences in more lives together. Thank you for listening, and I hope this story helps you to further engage with SCIboston. Also, big thanks to everyone involved with SCIboston and all of you for showing up tonight. One more thing. I wasn't going to add this, but waking up every day, you have to look at a wheelchair and overcome it every single day. And people don't understand that. But now, when I wake up, I have the sun coming in from the biggest windows in a brand new apartment on the Salem Harbor, listening to seagulls, smelling that salt air. And it's all thanks to SCIboston and this woman right here. And I promised I wasn't going to cry, but it's kind of hard not to. But, so anything you can do is greatly appreciated. Thank you.